How flamingos get their pink hue. The American flamingo truly is a captivating sight. Their vibrant pink plumage isn't something they're born with, it's actually acquired through their diet. These birds primarily eat brine shrimp and blue-green algae, both rich in carotenoid pigments, the same compounds that give carrots and tomatoes their color. As flamingos consume these foods, the pigments are absorbed into their feathers, gradually turning them from a dull gray to the brilliant pink we all recognize. Interestingly, the intensity of the pink can vary based on diet. Birds with access to richer food sources tend to be more vividly colored. It's a beautiful example of how what an animal eats directly impacts its appearance. It's easy to assume flamingos are naturally pink from the moment they enter the world, but that's actually a fascinating misconception. These incredible birds hatch with feathers that are either gray or white, quite different from the vibrant pink we associate with them. This initial coloration is due to their diet as chicks. They consume milk produced by their parents, which lacks the carotenoid pigments responsible for their signature hue. It's only later in life, when they begin feeding on algae and crustaceans rich in these pigments, that their feathers start to gradually turn pink. The intensity of the pink can even vary depending on the availability of those crucial nutrients in their diet. A paler flamingo might simply be eating less brightly colored food. The vibrant pink hue that defines American flamingos isn't something they're born with, it's a direct result of what they eat. Their color comes entirely from their diet, specifically the pigments called carotenoids found in algae and crustaceans. Think of it like this: these carotenoids are similar to the compounds that give carrots their orange color. Flamingos consume vast quantities of brine shrimp and blue-green algae, both rich sources of these pigments. As they digest them, these carotenoids are deposited into their feathers, gradually transforming their plumage from a dull white or gray when they're young to the stunning pink we recognize today. The intensity of their color even reflects how healthy their diet is. A flamingo with a particularly brilliant pink shade is likely thriving on a rich supply of carotenoid-laden food. That vibrant pink hue that makes flamingos so instantly recognizable isn't something they're born with. It actually comes from their diet. They consume incredible amounts of algae, crustaceans, and even brine shrimp, all rich in carotenoids. Carotenoids are a fascinating group of pigments. You might have heard of beta-carotene, the compound that gives carrots their characteristic orange color. Or flamingos essentially eat a whole lot of these natural pigments, which then accumulate in their feathers, giving them that beautiful pink or reddish glow. The intensity of the color can even vary depending on what they've been eating. A flamingo with a less colorful diet might be paler pink. It's truly remarkable how flamingos achieve their vibrant pink plumage. While many animals consume pigments like carotenoids found in things like algae and shrimp to add color, flamingos take it a step further. They don't just passively store these compounds, they actively process them within their bodies. Specifically, flamingos metabolize these carotenoids into complex red protein structures. These newly formed proteins then bind directly to the developing feathers as they grow, effectively locking in that rosy hue. This metabolic pathway is quite unique among animals and explains why a flamingo's color isn't simply reflective of its diet. It's a result of an intricate internal process. Have you ever noticed how flamingos come in a range of pinks? It's truly fascinating. The intensity of their color isn't just random, it's a direct reflection of what they're eating. Flamingos don't inherently produce the pink pigment. Instead, they obtain it from carotenoids found in algae and small crustaceans like brine shrimp. These pigments are absorbed into their bodies during digestion and deposited in their feathers. A flamingo consuming a diet rich in these carotenoids will develop a much more vibrant, almost glowing pink hue. Conversely, a flamingo with a less abundant source might appear paler, more orange, or even white. It's an incredible visual indicator of their health and the quality of their environment. It's fascinating to observe flamingo chicks. They aren't born pink like their parents. Initially, these fluffy little birds are actually a grayish-white color. That vibrant pink hue we associate with flamingos comes from carotenoids, pigments found in the algae and crustaceans they eat. The surprising thing is that newborn flamingo chicks don't possess all the necessary enzymes to properly process those carotenoids. It's a gradual development. It takes several weeks of consistent feeding before their bodies fully adapt and begin incorporating these pigments into their feathers. This explains why you won't see a bright pink chick right from the start. They slowly transform as they grow and mature, developing that iconic color hue, diet, and digestive adaptation. You might have noticed that flamingos aren't all exactly the same shade of pink. Some are a vibrant coral hue, while others appear more pale and salmon-colored. This incredible variation isn't due to genetics in the way we typically think about it. It's largely influenced by their diet. Flamingos get their characteristic pink color from pigments called carotenoids, which they obtain from the food they eat. Different species of algae and tiny crustaceans like brine shrimp contain varying types and concentrations of these carotenoids. A flamingo consuming a diet rich in red carotenoids will develop a deeper, more intense pink coloration. Conversely, those eating mostly green algae or less concentrated sources will appear paler. It's a beautiful example of how the environment directly impacts an animal's appearance. Flamingos are truly remarkable creatures when it comes to maintaining their vibrant pink hue. It's not something they're born with. Instead, this beautiful color is a direct result of their diet and a fascinating process called molting. When a flamingo sheds its old feathers, a process known as molting, it doesn't just replace them with any old feathers. These new feathers are packed with freshly absorbed carotenoid pigments, which they obtain from the algae and small crustaceans they consume. This constant renewal of pigment-rich feathers means their coloration is perpetually being refreshed, keeping them looking stunningly pink throughout their lives. The vibrant pink color we associate with American flamingos isn't something they're born with. It's a stunning result of what they eat. These birds don't inherently possess pink pigments in their feathers. Instead, they obtain carotenoids, red and orange pigments from the algae and tiny crustaceans like brine shrimp that form their diet. Their bodies then metabolize these carotenoids, converting them into pinkish red hues which are deposited within their feather structures. The intensity of the color actually reflects the amount of carotenoids in their system. A flamingo consuming a richer diet will display a deeper, more vibrant pink than one with a less nutritious meal. This remarkable connection between food intake, metabolic processes, and visible appearance sees a beautiful illustration of nature's ingenuity.